Imagine stepping into a tavern in 1770s Boston. The smell of pipe tobacco, ale, and roasting mutton fills the air. A group of red-faced men shout insults over dice. He's 3 sheets to the wind. Stuff and nonsense. You, sir, are a complete blunderbuss. Sound familiar? Maybe not. Because the English spoken in colonial America was different. Today, we're diving deep into the lost language of the colonies, phrases, slang, and insults that reveal how people lived, thought, and joked more than 250 years ago. What is a colloquialism? A colloquialism is the informal language of the people. It's not the polished words of formal letters or courtrooms. It's how folks actually spoke at taverns, farms, and on muddy colonial streets. These expressions often arose from daily life, work, religion, superstition, or just plain mischief. Colloquialisms are just everyday informal speech. Often colorful. Often forgotten. Everyday expressions. Let's start with phrases you'd hear every day. Hang it all. A polite way to say damn it. Odds bodkins. A shocked exclamation, literally God's body. Fopdoodle, an insignificant or foolish man. Hornswoggle, to cheat or swindle someone. Slumgullion, a disgusting stew, or metaphor for something messy. These phrases weren't just colorful, they were functional. Every word had flavor. Work and trade talk. Much of colonial slang came from trades and professions. Work was tough, and people invented language to match. Cobwebbed, drunk or sluggish. Crinkum crankum, something overly complicated, like a rigged contraption. Carryings on, misbehavior or drama, especially in public. A blacksmith might shout, "No more carryings on, or I'll box your ears." That wasn't a gift, it was a warning. Insults and slang. Now for the good stuff. Colonial insults were spicy, sarcastic, and downright savage. Muckspout, someone who swears too much. Doxy, a mistress, often implied with judgment. Coxcomb, a vain, foolish man, like calling someone a peacock. Rakehell, a wild, immoral man. You could call someone a beetle-headed scullion and they know you meant business. Courtship romance. Not all language was for insults. Romance had its own strange phrases. To spark, to court someone. Sweet on, infatuated with. To give the mitten, to reject someone. To walk out with, to go steady. A gentleman might say, "I aim to spark Miss Abigail, though she near gave me the mitten." Romance wasn't dead. Just weird. Drinking and revelry. Colonists loved a good drink, and had plenty of words to describe the results. Hissed as a newt, very drunk. In his cups, tipsy or emotional. Gruggery, a tavern. Drunk as David's sow, very intoxicated, and biblical. Drinking language was as creative as the brews were strong. Superstitions and sayings. Colonists were deeply superstitious, and language reflected that. The devil to pay, serious trouble coming. Speak of the devil, just like today. To be hag-ridden, to have nightmares. Knocking knees, being scared. Words weren't just about talking. They were about surviving, fearing, and hoping. Colloquialisms change. But they're always a window into the soul of a culture. What we say reveals what we value, and what we fear. So next time you call someone extra or say no cap, remember, you're walking in the footsteps of colonial muckspouts, doxy chasers, and sweethearts. Language lives because we live. And we live loudly. Subscribe and like if you learned something weird. Comment your favorite word.